Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They motion the tight end over. From the 36. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
From the gun, here's Akers. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. They go to Akers again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now, first round. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches after 41-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Lisa 24.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here we go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Pieces cross midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
On red.
They dump it off to the back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, easy. Route. Route. 30 left.
Lawrence working from the gun. He'll get this to ETN. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, Lion! Hey, kill!
They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
We give inside to Akers. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Akers. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Red on red.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, hey, hey.
Lawrence in the pistol. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go.
Here's ETN on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Stroud now. This will be caught by Akers. The ball is out! But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Texans need some big yards in a hurry. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Akers up the middle. Still finding room past the 45. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Akers. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Akers on the carry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Collins there to grab it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Akers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out in the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Buying some time right. It's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Kirk comes in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. Juke the defender. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. We've come to halftime, the Texans in unfriendly confines, but hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll send you down I-95 a couple hours to Orlando, depending on traffic, and we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach, but now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
Now a give to ETN running right. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, Lawrence. ETN on the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Lisa 24. Easy, 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 easy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Hey, run.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
On red. All right, here we go. Done. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kamari Lassiter with the pick! And the Texans are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Forced out to his right. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Fairbairn
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Easy. Route. Red.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To the sideline, and it is caught. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now.
Red, 23.
Short pass caught by his tight end. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Davis there to grab it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good. For another Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Kirk comes in motion right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. On now is Cook to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Akers. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They go to Akers again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 28. Connection made to Dell. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. All right, set now, first and 10. They run, here's Akers. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Handoff headed right, it's Akers. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. It is a 44-yard coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
They'll try it left with ETN. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7. Lawrence now off the play action. Complete. It's Ingram. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he won't opt to bring this one out, content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give inside to Akers. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Akers. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. Completed to Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Texans nearing their 6th win this season. New set of downs for him from the 46. Trying it left side with Akers. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll run here, following the penalty. It's a 3-yard pickup. That's going to leave them facing 3rd and 10. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's a handoff to Akers. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Here's Stroud. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here's Akers. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Texans come away with the road win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.